Hello everyone, my name is Christina Williams. Today I'll be presenting my analysis of Dove campaign for Real Beauty as a case study in cause marketing. In this presentation, I will explain the history of the campaign, what set it apart from traditional advertising, and why it was successful. I'll focus specifically on how Dove used framing and emotional storytelling to connect with audiences, while also addressing some critiques related to authenticity and commercial intent. To begin, it's important to understand what cause marketing is. Cause marketing is a strategy where a brand aligns itself with a social issue in a way that creates both social impact and business value. Instead of just promoting a product, the brand connects its messaging to something larger that consumers care about. In the case with Dove, the social issue was body image and self-esteem. By tying their product to the cause, Dove was able to build trust and emotional connection with their audience. Dove's campaign for Real Beauty launched in 2004 after research showed that only a small percentage of women considered themselves beautiful. The campaign started with billboard ads featuring real women instead of models. It later expanded into larger initiatives like Dove's Self-Esteem Project and viral campaigns such as Evolution and Real Beauty Sketches. Over time, the campaign grew into a long-term platform focused on body confidence and self-esteem rather than just a single advertisement. What set this campaign apart was how different it was from traditional beauty advertising. First, Dove used real women instead of models, which made the campaign feel more relatable and authentic. Second, the campaign placed social issues, body image, and self-esteem at the center rather than focusing only on the product. And finally, Dove positioned itself as an advocate, not just a brand. It wasn't just selling soap, it was promoting a message about confidence and inclusion. This combination made the campaign feel more meaningful and authentic to consumers. A key reason this campaign was effective is because of how it framed beauty. Using framing theory, Dove presented narrow beauty standards as the problem, pointing to media and unrealistic ideas as the cause. Then it offered a solution by redefining beauty as inclusive, diverse, and authentic. Instead of portraying beauty as something to achieve, Dove framed it as something people already have. This shift changed how audience understood beauty, which made the campaign both impactful and memorable. Another major factor in the campaign's success was emotional storytelling. Dove used real stories and emotional moments to connect with audiences. Campaigns like Real Beauty Sketches show women describing themselves in negative ways and then revealing how others saw them more positively. This created a powerful emotional response and helped people relate to the message. By making the issue of self-esteem feel personal and emotional, Dove was able to build a deeper connection with their consumers. The campaign was successful for several reasons. First, it had a strong cause brand fit, meaning the issue of beauty and self-esteem was directly connected to Dove's products. Second, the emotional storytelling helped to build trust and connection with the audience. And third, the campaign stood out because it challenged traditional beauty standards. As a result, it gained viral attention, sparked cultural conversations, and strengthened brand loyalty. Consumers were not just buying a product, they were connecting with a message and supporting a cause. While the campaign was successful, it also received some criticism. Some scholars argue that it represents what is called commodity feminism, where empowerment is used as a marketing strategy. Others point out contradictions. Since Dove's parent company Unilever, owns brands that promote traditional beauty standards, it kind of looked like a mismatch. This creates a tension between social advocacy and commercial goals. These critiques are important because it shows that cause marketing can be both impactful and complicated at the same time. Overall, my evaluation is that Dove's campaign was highly effective. It was innovative, emotionally persuasive, and culturally influential. It didn't just promote a product, it helped shape conversations about beauty and self-esteem. At the same time, it's important to recognize the contradictions that come with using social issues in marketing. Even with those tensions, the campaign stands out as a strong example of how cause marketing can influence both consumer and culture. In conclusion, Dove's campaign for Real Beauty shows how powerful cause marketing can be when it combines strong framing with emotional storytelling. The campaign just didn't advertise products. It changed how people think and talk about beauty. By reframing beauty as inclusive and authentic, Dove challenged long-standing cultural norms and created space for more honest and diverse representations of beauty. What made this campaign especially impactful is that it didn't just tell people what to think, it made them feel something. Through emotional storytelling, Dove turned self-esteem from an abstract issue into a personal experience that people could see themselves in. That emotional connection is what helped build trust and loyalty with consumers. And this is where cause marketing becomes especially powerful. Research shows that consumers are more likely to support brands that align with their values, and many people say they are more likely to purchase from companies that support causes they care about. This means that when done effectively, cause marketing doesn't just raise awareness. It builds long-term relationships between brands and their audiences. At the same time, Dove campaign reminds us that cause marketing is not without challenge. The same emotional connection that builds trust also raises expectations. Consumers expect authenticity, consistency, and real commitment to the cause. When those expectations are not met, it can lead to criticism and skepticism. Still, Dove campaign stands as a strong example of how brands can go beyond traditional advertising. It shows that marketing can influence culture, shape conversations, and even challenge harmful norms. Ultimately, Dove did more than market soap. It created a message people could connect with, believe in, and even see themselves in. And that is what cause marketing is. It's impactful. When people feel like they are part of something bigger than a product, they are not just consumers, they become participants in the brand's message.